Our political correspondent Glen McGregor joins us from Ottawa. And Glen, there is obviously a lot of political maneuvering going on in the background here.
Yeah, and those maneuvers are complicated by the fact that the House of Commons is currently gridlocked over a Conservative filibuster about the production of government documents, and that stopped Parliament from debating any new legislation. So for the Liberals to introduce this bill to enact temporary GST, HST cut, they're going to need support from at least the New Democrats. Leader Jagmeet Singh today said he's willing to consider a one-day suspension of the filibuster in order to pass a bill on this GST cut. But the Liberals may decide instead to include it in a broader piece of legislation that comes with their fall economic statement we expect in the next couple of weeks. That would likely be much more difficult to Parliament to properly consider in just one day. So we're going to see if the Liberals and NDP can reach an agreement on how exactly this could be done. But there are some time constraints here. The Canadian Federation of Independent Businesses says it likes the idea of a tax break, but warns that it's going to take a lot of time for retailers to put in place because they got to go and change all their point-of-sale computers to remove the GST from this whole basket of goods that consumers regularly buy from them.
Now, Glenn, the Prime Minister must be hoping that this will give his polling numbers a boost. They have been consistently low for some time now.
That's right. Nothing the Liberals have done that we've seen over the past year to try and help on the cost of living and affordability issues really seem to have moved the needle on their low levels of support in the polls. The other part of the announcement, the $250 per person checks that would be sent to everyone that has an income of less than $150,000 a year. Liberals, of course, would love for the Conservatives to vote against this measure. They could then go back and accuse Pierre Poilievre and his party of blocking checks to that would be paid to more than 18 million people. But the timing here also matters. Trudeau says those checks are going to go out in April. That's right around the time that we think there could be a federal election called. And you don't have to be too cynical, Cynthia, to think that putting a check in the pocket of every working Canadian right before they go to the ballot box is an attempt to buy favor.
Oh, Glenn, I'm sure it's all just a coincidence. Thank you very much. And that is our Glen McGregor in Ottawa.